Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Second Chance Overland. I am on my way to Arizona for Overland Expo West 2023. I have not been to this expo before. I went to Mountain West last year in Colorado and just kind of poked around. Spent way too much money, as you probably already know. But this year I'm going down to Arizona and I'm gonna camp out in the Gladiator and see what it's all about. Heard a lot of good things about this one, so so far the trip has not gone exactly as to plan. I actually left Colorado yesterday. The plan was to get to Moab, where I am now, and find a place to camp. Unfortunately, I started to leave the house in Denver, and something just didn't quite feel right. And for the third time, one of the rear Evo Manufacturing extended brake lines was leaking on me. So I had a soft brake pedal, and I did not think going up and over the mountains on I-70 was going to be good with a soft pedal and a lightly leaking brake line. So I had to scramble and find a brake line that will work. So I got that done, got it all bled out, and I made it to Moab yesterday evening. All the easy campsites were pretty full, so I just said screw it, I need a good night's sleep, and got a hotel. So overlanding at its finest, right? So taking off now. It's Thursday morning and on my way down to Arizona, and looking forward to it. So appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hope to have a lot of content, a lot of videos from Overland Expo. Got some things I want to check out, so stay tuned and let's have some fun.
Just ride all the way to the rainbow's end. Just ride, and we'll never turn our backs again.
Good morning, everybody. Just walking away from camp. It is officially day one of Overland Expo West. So we're gonna make our way over to all the vendors, walk through, check things out, see what kind of trouble we can get in. So camp was pretty nice last night. Had a few rowdy folks here for a little while. Some people setting off car alarms in the morning, but no big deal. Decent first night in the new iCamper. Got a couple things to figure out, but I'm gonna go talk to them about a couple things and see if we can make this a better setup. So anyways, let's go check it out. Trying to get some ideas on the Gladiator. A couple of things that I'm not real thrilled about. I think that deck system is really heavy and a lot of wasted space. So I'm looking for a better solution on that. Same with the bed rack. The Rebel off-road bed rack, as much as I love the look of it, and it's solid, so I do like that. But I think it's heavy, and I'd like to see what other options are out there. So let's take a look and see what we can find. All right, so I'm here at the Extrusion Overland booth. This is Alan, and he's going to show us what they've got. This is one of the racks that I'm considering for replacing the Rebel off-road bed rack on my Gladiator. So, Alan, why don't you tell us a little bit about the company?
Yeah, well, our bed rack differentiates itself from everything else in the market because of that complete modularity. I mean, you can mount just about anything around all of the sides of the extrusion, so that allows us to have full control on your build, whether you can go from a different heights to just different configurations on your equipment, we can walk through some of the rigs that we have out here and show you why this is one of the best racks in the market.
All right, let's take a look.
All right, so right here we have a Chem Crawler's Gladiator, and this rack, he chose an XTR3 version, and he added a couple of the accessories, which is the slide out. So it allows us to create basically a structure that he can mount just about anything on the inside of that slide out and have quick access to it. So he did the same on the other side, so we can have full control of some of the equipment that he has here. Also, same thing, just up here he mounted his axe. Like I said, it demonstrates that you can mount just about anything anywhere. It's basically a Lego kit for Overland. So you can mount stuff on the outside as well with molly plates, create that unique look. And even if, let's say, down the road he was to change the height on his build, all he needs is a new set of uprights and crossbars, and he'll be good to go. And the same goes with, let's say you want to, that kind of guy that changes platforms quite a bit. This will technically be the last rack that you need, because you just need to change a couple of components and you'll reuse the same stuff, elsewhere. So that's a very key benefit to this system as well. The rack itself is super rigid. It has a great capabilities for carrying all of the equipment.
And it's all extruded aluminum, so it's light, right?
Yeah, it's super lightweight and super strong. That's some of the key benefits. Now, you can see how we connect the uprights to the crossbars. These are billet machined, made out of aerospace grade aluminum. We make those in-house, and that's really the key ingredient to allow us to make this rack, with something like the T-slotted extrusion with the dynamic capabilities that off-roading has. So if you're having problems with your bedrock while you're off-roading and it's a sheet metal stuff and it's kind of getting a little flimsy and things like that, this is your solution. This will be a completely game changer for you. So over here we have this prototype of a bike rack that we've been working on for quite a bit, but we've focused on the rack some more, so we're still not completely releasing this yet. There's a few things that we're not totally happy with, so we want this to be a perfect product for you guys. But same thing here. We have the molly plates. We have what we call an access gate, so I'll show you on some of the other builds because we have the bike rack in here in the way, but basically you can open up these gates to have access to your gear in the back. Let's walk over here real quick to this F250 and I'll show you real quick. So, you can configure it to open up and get your gear, right, while you're still carrying all your stuff in there. So you can reach out and get your beers from the cooler or whatever. So close it the same way. And the struts themselves create a pressure so that the gate is not going to open while you're off-roading, even if it doesn't have a latch mechanism. We did the same with this other side on his. Same thing, he chose something that height-wise, custom, so that his tent matched the rest of his build. So again, custom options, custom abilities with this rack. Same thing here.
That is really cool.
Yeah, just mount some cases, mount whatever you want. Literally, the options are endless.
Very nice. Awesome, man. That's a great looking product. Definitely something I need to consider for the Gladiator.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. It's something that it's a great price point for what you get. The quality, made in the U.S. We take a lot of pride of making this stuff in the U.S. So you get some quality product.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so next I'm going to make it over to the American Adventure Lab booth, and you guys already know I'm a big fan of their products. So I'm going to check that out. They're coming out with some new stuff, or came out with some new stuff for the Gladiator and trucks in general, I think, for the bed. And I think it's going to be a decent option for the to replace the deck system in mine. So take a look at that and see what it's all about. I'll show you guys. And yeah, they've got some cool stuff. So let's take a look at that. All right, guys, so I'm at the American Adventure Lab booth with Britt, and you guys already know I love their stuff. Looking for a new solution on the Gladiator to get that deck system out, and I think they've got something pretty dang cool. And maybe even something that I may not even want to put something in the bed of the Gladiator and go a completely different route.
We got lots of options.
Yeah, so Britt, let's check this out here and show us what you got, man. I know you got some good new stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, so what do you got for us, Britt?
All right, so you guys have seen our drawers before. We want to get that functionality into the bed of the Gladiator and other pickups as well, not just the Gladiator. But what we first did, we basically did a version of our drawers that was longer and wider for the truck beds, and then realized that we needed something a little more durable, a little more weather safe, lockable, more secure. So what we've come up with is a version of our drawer that's specifically made to be outdoors. So we still have our same durable quality built out of 1/8" aluminum, but on these, we've added a rubber seal on the top. We've also added a drip rail on the top edge as well, so that keeps the water from running inside. It also makes things a lot quieter when you shut it. And overall, this thing has been amazing. I pressure washed all of this. It was covered in mud 2 days ago. And so we pressure washed it all, no water inside or anything like that. So we do still have holes on the top of the drawers to attach other drawer modules. So what we do, we sell a waterproofing kit that basically has your mounting bolt plus a neoprene washer. So that seals around the bolt hole and keeps that dry as well. So we've been real happy with how this turned out and looking forward to getting these out on the market.
Very nice. Now, you have this mounted in a pretty unique way.
Yeah, so this is actually something that took on a whole life of its own. I was down in Prescott on an off-road ride, and Facebook and all of its divine AI weirdness said, hey, you really should buy this Gladiator bed. And it just so happened it was the same color as our 392. And I had been wanting to build a display to take to shows so we didn't have to carry a Gladiator and a Wrangler. So I was already wanting to do this anyway, ended up buying a trailer at Lowe's, strapping this thing on a trailer and driving it 7 hours back to St. George. And we started working with it, and it went from display to trailer in probably about 6 hours. So we drastically changed the plan, and we've made a few changes to it since then after we go to shows or after we take it out and beat on it for a while. But this will probably be the final configuration that we'll use it in. We have another product that's going to be in the middle, which might be out before you guys see some of this. Jared's going to knock the final touches out in the next couple of days, but it's an enclosure that lives under the bed rack. So that'll keep everything watertight, keep the dust out, all that type of thing. You can think of it as a mix between a aluminum truck cap and a tonneau cover. So it'll be sort of like a mid-height truck cap, but all sealed. It'll be load bearing, so it'll be able to mount things on top of it, and should be good.
So now you guys are actually working on creating a trailer kit so people can do this themselves,
Yeah,
right?
so what I wasn't expecting is the market to say we need another trailer for sale. I thought we had enough trailers, but what I've realized what we don't have in the market is a trailer product that's meant to be a platform. So what we're going to end up building is what we're going to call a chassis kit, and it'll ship in UPS boxes. You'll assemble it at your house. There'll be various ways you can assemble it based on what you want to do with it. So if you want a truck bed on it, we'll sell you a bracket kit for the truck bed of your choice. If you don't want that, you'll be able to assemble the trailer in a completely different way to make it longer, wider, move the axle location, that type of thing. So what we want it to be is much like we do in our Wranglers with our modular storage system, is we want it to be a platform that you can build off of. And that way, if your needs change or you want to carry a UTV one day and the next week you want to carry a rooftop tent, well, you can just change it to do that. So we're going to build the platform and let the customer decide how they want to use it.
Now, for the people that are watching my channel, most of them are seeing a lot of Jeep content because that's what I have. But
Yeah.
You're not just Jeeps, right?
We're not. So the company started about 4 years ago, and I was always a Jeep enthusiast, so I had a Jeep when I started the company. And the JL had just come out, so we got to kind of reset the industry. The plan was always to really mature the product in the Jeep industry and then release it to the truck market, to the Toyota market, and the rest of the vehicles that would really take use of these products. When COVID hit, supply went to crap and we couldn't get anything, and demand went crazy, so we couldn't really get out from under the Jeep products. Now we have our own machines, we have a really good team at the shop, and we're moving outside of that Jeep world. We're not losing focus on Jeep, we still do mostly Jeep work as well, but we're able to fine-tune those products and move those into the other industries that people have been asking for.
Very cool. This thing is pretty sweet.
Well, for something that went from a display idea to a trailer idea, we've been very, very happy with it. So I beat the crap out of it over the weekend, and it was flawless. I drug it some places that I was pretty sure I would have to do some repairs after I got to the other side, and it turned out great. So.
Awesome. Well, Britt, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know I'm a big fan of your guys' product, and if my wife doesn't kill me first, I'll be ordering some stuff.
Does she watch your videos?
I don't think she does.
Oh, you're good then. Yeah, I won't tell her. So.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate
it.
We'll
Thank you.
All right, well, that's going to do it for me at Overland Expo West. Definitely a fun time. Got to see some cool stuff, but a lot of stuff I don't need too. So, yeah, it was fun. It was really good hanging out with some good people there. So met some awesome people, and I had a lot of fun. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you next time on Second Chance Overland.
Yep.
All right, guys. So I am at the American Adventure.
So close.
Right?
So close.
So close.